A City of Bend hearings officer faces pushback from neighbors in Tetherow over a proposed subdivision. The planner will make a recommendation to the city council about whether or not to approve it. Blake Mayfield tells us neighbors complain they've been down this road before. Blake?
This is the third time hearings officer Greg Frank has been involved in decisions about developing Bachelor View Road. Some neighbors want a second opinion from another hearings officer.
My employment is to preside over land use hearings and ultimately make land use decisions in those cases.
City of Bend hearings officer Greg Frank heard comments from neighbors Thursday about a proposed four-phase, 44-lot subdivision in Tetherow. It's known as the Bachelor View Road 3 project. It sits on 8 acres of property located in a standard density residential zone. The development was first proposed back in September 2022 by Charlie Potatoes LLC. Dave Husk lives near the property and is concerned Greg Frank has been too supportive of the developer.
Our concerns, Mr. Frank, relate to the fact that the city in all 3 of these has came out forcefully against this development.
Neighbors note the previous 2 attempts at developing land on Bachelor View Road ended up in the hands of the Oregon Land Use of Board Appeals. Those 2 developments were denied by the state.
Why do you seem to ignore the city planning staff, who in every single one of these developments, including this one, has recommended that you deny each and every one of these applications in BVR 1, BVR 2, and BVR 3?
Neighbor Mark Hinkle says the road leading into the proposed subdivision has been a private road for 30 years. He's concerned development will pollute the neighborhood with noise and traffic because the road is too narrow. Hearings officer Frank says he will leave decisions up to the city council for developers to follow.
It would be in everybody's benefit to have a second legal opinion on these matters.
Other concerns from neighbors include disrupting wildlife habitat and a lack of parks for kids and families. Hearings officer Frank says he'll continue to look over the matter and maintains he has no bias for either the developer or residents. Blake Mayfield, News Channel 21.